McLean Kistner, Manager of Private Investments at Prevail. I'm sitting down with the EPC and Brinkman team here to give you an update on the Oberon project that we are very excited about. And maybe I'll start with some introductions here so everyone knows who y'all are, and we'll learn a little bit more about it.
Absolutely. Thanks, McLean. Austin Bradley with EPC Real Estate Group, Executive Vice President, and helping oversee this project over the last 2 to 3 years.
And I'm Jeremy Tinkler, also with EPC Real Estate Group. I'm a project executive there, kind of handling the day-to-day development and management of the project.
And I'm Brett Barton with Brinkman Constructors, project director. Been involved with the projects a little over a year now, and been handling day-to-day operations since we got started back in July.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I know our investors are excited to hear updates. A lot of them don't live in the area. They don't get to drive by and see the day-to-day progress. So maybe we could kind of just start with an update of where we stand right now, what's been built, and then kind of what's to come.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've had an exciting last 6 months in particular. For any of you that are driving past the site, you're seeing a big concrete box. That's our precast parking garage, which is done, fully erected at this point, which is a huge milestone for us. That unlocks a lot of runway on the job where we can get going. You're also going to see a lot of wood framing that has started on the east side of the site. I think we're 3 floors up in the air right now, hoping to get a roof on that here in the next 60 to 90 days, plus minus. So you'll see all that advance over the next 2 to 3 months. You're also going to see what we call a podium structure along Warnell and Broadway Boulevard, an elevated concrete slab. That's going to give us our shell, if you will, for the retail, where your bar and grills will come back in, and then residential apartments going on top of that. So been extremely productive so far, smooth process. Brinkman's been fantastic partner, and happy to see this thing continue.
Awesome. Thank you, Austin. And then maybe, Brad, if you can kind of answer as the boots on the ground with Brinkman, have there been any sort of, challenges or anything that y'all seen through the project that would be, interesting to note?
For sure. So the project itself is challenging. It's why I like doing this business. I like challenging things. I like to solve problems. So we're on a 0 lot line, not a whole lot of room to work. When we got started out here, there were 5 existing buildings. We need to demo them down, mass grade. The building itself has multiple layers to it. So just in the very beginning, we had to break it up into phases to make sure we built this thing correctly and in the right order. And that's what's been great about it, seeing that plan to come to fruition over the last year we've been out here. And so that's just been great. We're on schedule, under budget, and it's, other than that, it's been great. It was a ton of pre-planning. And that's really what's made the project so successful at this point.
Yeah, well, I know that we love hearing 2 things: on schedule, under budget. Two of the best things we can hear.
You're recording, right?
Yeah, and it's one of the reasons that we did select EPC and Brinkman to work on this project. We have supreme confidence in the work y'all are doing. It's evident by what's already happening and sort of just the excitement in the neighborhood of what's to come. Could we maybe talk a little bit about the sort of the timeline to finish? Are we still on goal there? Do we see any other upcoming challenges that could change that? I know we give the quarterly updates. Our investors know about that, but sometimes it's nice to hear from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, certainly. We are on schedule. We will open the first phase of units in November of 26. Second phase will be opening then in February, just right on the heels of that. So retail will be available. We've got a lot of interest. Block is out with the marketing package for that. And those underground utilities are going in here in the next few weeks. So a lot of interest there as well, and people are excited to get in there and start working on their TI. And especially Chris Llewellyn with the demo, he wants to serve drinks and food at our cabanas around the pool and things like that. And
Jeremy, you mentioned, I'm glad you brought it up. You mentioned the cabanas, you mentioned the well. Can you touch on just for a minute some of sort of the amenities that are going to come with the Oberon project once it's all complete?
Absolutely. So we've got top of the line amenities. Waldo's never seen anything like this before. In fact, a lot of areas haven't. But beautiful entry lobby, leasing space, coffee bar, excellent mail room. And those are just some of the basics. But the clubhouse really is a double height space, grand connecting stair up to whiskey wine kind of lounge on the second floor, golf simulator, second floor terrace that overlooks the courtyard and the resort style pool and amenities that exist out there. Also a kind of a main kitchen and bar area on the first floor. So top of the line everywhere. Upstairs there's also a spa adjacent to the fitness center that has a sauna and steam room as part of that as well, and some massage beds. So it's top of the line, and we think it's gonna kill it.
That's awesome. We love hearing these updates. I know our investors love hearing it. If anyone is out in the area, Waldo, 75th and Mornall, come drive by. A lot of exciting stuff happening. If you get on site, wear a hard hat. But is there anything else that we need to know before we sign off here?
Yeah, maybe some quick hitters. So we are about 20% built per the last pay application with Brinkman. We've spent about 30% of our total project costs. So some quick barometers there. Like both Brett and Jeremy said, on track to deliver. We're going to be ramping up our pre-leasing efforts here early next year. Usually those kick off about 6 months ahead of when we're going to open up there in the fall. We also had an extensive branding effort and theming effort. So if you haven't been to it, I'd encourage you to go to oberonkc.com. McLean, you mentioned it. The project name is Oberon. So a lot of really cool branding and logos and apparel and all those kind of things. We're going to get banners on the site, I think, later this month here. So you're going to see a lot of that come alive. But most importantly, just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for your trust and partnership. And us on behalf of EPC, super excited to be partnering with you and see this thing come to life.
Wonderful. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.